Our second thanks goes out to Community Rowing. Community Rowing up the river is one of the largest boat clubs in Boston and the home of Boston's Let's Row program, which is a great outreach program into the middle schoolers in the Boston and Cambridge public school communities. There's just a huge effort at CRI to get kids from the neighborhoods down to the river. So Head of the Charles is happy to partner with Community Rowing to bring the sport of rowing to more than 5,000 middle schoolers in Boston and Cambridge. To learn more, go to communityrowing.org.
And we can see our first crew coming around the corner. Just based off our checking of the times, I'm going to say that is most likely maritime rowing. The Kelly Watkins boat. I'll give it a second before I talk about him, since there's a pretty big gap.
It's about one.
Yeah, but I'm just going to give him a second since they're still pretty far down.
Yep.
All right, now in front of us, in the light blue and hot pink, that is bow number 1. This is the Kelly Watkins double that we were just talking about. Matching hats, matching sunglasses, matching short sleeves, matching unis. And they have put a sizable gap for the doubles as well. They're going to put a couple seconds between each starter, but this is a big gap.
That was a fast boat that just went through.
Yes, they were looking very smooth.
Okay, bow number 2 from Mobjack down in Matthews, Virginia. And I guess it's a hybrid Mobjack Occoquan entry. So Matthew Thomas, or composite entry, and Will Meeker.
They have won a couple of national championships in the last 2 years.
Bow number 2. These guys are the men's Masters A, double and double A champions in the last couple of years.
Perhaps if our starters were being smart at the other end, they gave a little extra space for our high profile.
Well, sometimes you just have to fiddle with your shoes a couple of extra seconds. Sometimes you make your own luck.
Now in front of us in the Riverside Unis and Riverside Blades, I bet you can guess who it is.
Wearing stripes, that's Niles Coronin and Andrew Hashway. These guys are part of the Gentle Giant rowing crew.
Yes.
Gentle Giant and Larry O'Toole has been hiring rowers in Boston for 40 years.
He's instrumental in the success and operation of the Head of the Charles as well.
Yep.
They store all of our equipment in the off season and transport it when we're ready to put on our show here.
We'll be giving a shout out to Gentle Giant
soon. Bow number 8. That is who we
told
you to watch out for.
Okay, the aforementioned Long Beach juniors at 40 and 42 years respectively, Peter and Thomas Graves.
Let's go, former Bantams. They're looking smooth, going through the bridge. And in front of us now with the Potomac Blades at bow, that's bow number 6.
Bow number 6, Joshua Hutter and Dyer McCabe, coming out of retirement as alumni co-captains from Rutgers Lightweights.
Right, 4 and white, 5 on Boston
with
side.
With the red-blue Blades, Long Lake rowing crew from Long Lake, Minnesota, Ryan Walker and Lawson Navarro.
And then on the Boston side in the red hull, joining us from Saskatchewan, Matthew Bradshaw and David Ukranets.
Kranitz, yeah.
Ukranets. And bow number 10.
And then moving up, bow number 10 from Riverside, Igor Belakovsky and Pete Morelli.
7.
They know the course. They will be shaving probably 100 meters off the 4702.
Yes, if you are an expert, you know how to cut a few corners here and there. In front of us now, bow 7.
Bow 7, Shipley from Bryn Mawr, Pennsylvania, Craig Dodson and Scott Gavin Wisniewski.
And out in front.
Moving up, bow number 13, Fairmount, also from Philadelphia, at the end of the row, Stephen Krasuski and Ross Anderson.
And they've overtaken Alexander Pappas and
Yep.
William Doss, joining us from
Wyandotte.
Michigan.
Yep. And we got Union. 16. From Union Boat Club, Brian Weddick and Chris Massey. This is another one we'll be looking to see the splits on. This is a fast combination.
And then in front of us in the Red Hull green hats, that's
From
another
Maguntacook.
hybrid
Yep.
boat.
Andrew Niels, another Stripes alum, and William Shetsky.
And in the Black Hull, Buffalo River Rowing.
Zachary McGurk and Jesse Clark.
And
Okay, we've got a break. Let's check some
a
splits.
big gap now. This event has 27 entries, so we've seen approximately the top 15. So you got another half.
Okay, so
This looks like it's essentially those who were awarded a time from last year and those who got a lottery entry.
here we go. In first place through Cambridge in 1432, the Graves brothers from Long Beach and Trinity.
Which they had to cut under 17 for the course record for this
And,
event.
Do we have a course record watch going on?
For every event?
Okay. And then in Union, the Massey Wettick boat was 2 seconds behind them. And again, the course record holders, Kelly and Watkins, 1 second behind the Union boat. So we've got 3 boats within 3 seconds of each other going into the last 3 minutes. And those were respectively bows number 8, 16, and 1. Welcome to Masters Rowing.
Yes. And again, this is another where there's 2 classifications in the same event. So you have the 30 plus and then the 40 plus.
All right, now we got another cluster coming at us.
Oh,
so
boy.
1, 2, 3, 4,
So,
5, 6, 7 doubles coming around the bend.
Buckle in, everybody on the
Got your
bridge.
cowbells up on the bridge?
We're just going to be going rapid fire at you, so let's make some noise for our competitors.
Bow number 21 in the high viz, rowing unaffiliated, Colin Williamson and Henry Palmer. On the Cambridge unit side. Blue? Bow number 19, Kampala from Uganda, Timothy Whitney and William Mwanga. Behind them, bow number 22 from Austin, Texas, David Schnepp and John Matrowski splitting the buoys. Bow number 20 from Potomac with the red oars with the stars, Mike Gallagher and Jose Carrasco.
3 across from our side to Boston.
3 across coming from Boston, 14 on the Cambridge side. Thayer Academy,
23 in the middle.
23 in the middle, Green Lake, and 25 on the Boston shore, Commencement Bay. And we've had our first of the day.
First collision today.
With 2 boats coming up behind them.
2 behind them. We have 27
Bow
and
27.
18. Oh, but they've righted each other and cleared.
Fairmount and bow number
18.
18, Harlem River.
So that was not a bad collision.
There was
It
pretty
could have
dynamic.
been
There's some
bad.
pretty dynamic steering. Good corrections.
And as we were saying, these hulls, much like the singles, they are very maneuverable.
They're pretty maneuverable. Yeah.
And extra lightweight, the power to weight ratio is great. So if you have to move and get out of the way quick, it's very easy to do so.
But you get into this crossover under the bridge, and it's kind of like, can we hold them off, or
And
do I have to let them get
approaching the bridge now is bow number 24, James Taylor, not to be confused with the other one, and Andrew Symington out of Lake Merritt. And I think that's our whole pack for this event. But yes.
So what you just saw there with that group of doubles, imagine that with 8s. And that's what's coming at us in about an hour.
You may not even have to wait that long.
Oh, you're not going to have to wait that long.
Because we have the men's senior master 8s approaching us right now.
Now, one of the things about Masters Rowing is what just happened under the bridge there. Everybody is going to remember everybody, and some of them are your best friends, and some of them are your best competitors. And you'll see each other again next year on the starting line. So the Masters Rowing stuff, there's a reason for the diplomacy out on the course, because sometimes you give favors and sometimes you need them.
Yes, there's a little more give and take than in, say, for example, the youth events or collegiate events, where
There's
you're
not as
just
much.
another,
There's not as
you're
much.
another
There's
face
not.
on the
There's
river,
not
that's
as
it.
much history.
Exactly.
And relationships matter more.
And approaching us right now is bow number 26 from Potomac, joining us from Washington, D.C. That's Sean Baman and Christopher Dopita.
Oh my.
Sean is recently back from Germany.
Okay. I'm gonna let my colleague here give him a little time to process this, but the result.